Hello and welcome back to my channel Code with Vinay. Today I'll discuss how to test or find whether a given array is sorted or not. The array will be considered to be sorted if all the elements of the array are in ascending order or descending order. And like we always do on this channel, we'll write an elegant and an efficient program rather than just a correct program. An array is considered to be in ascending order if each element of an array is smaller than the next element. If any two successive elements of an array are such that the first is larger than the second, then the array cannot be in ascending order. Similarly, an array is considered to be in descending order if each element of an array is larger than the next element. If any two successive elements of an array are such that the first is smaller than the second, then the array cannot be in descending order. So here is our main method to test our three cases. These cases are testing an array sorted in ascending order, descending order, and testing an unsorted array. So if you notice, array A over here is in ascending order, array B over here is in descending order, and array C is not in any order or is unsorted. And then we are calling our function isSorted, which will check whether or not the array is sorted and return a Boolean value. So the first test case should give us true. The second test case should also give us true. And the last test case should give us false. Let us start with the method signature and declare a public static method named isSorted that takes an integer array as its argument and returns a Boolean value. So we'll move our cursor over here and we'll say public static Boolean isSorted, and then we'll pass an integer array as an argument. Next, we will declare two Boolean variables, isAscending and isDescending, and initialize both of them to true. So I'll say Boolean is ascending and is descending, and then I'll initialize both of them to true. So equal to true over here and equal to true over here. These variables will keep track of whether the array is sorted in ascending or descending order respectively. Our next step is to write a for loop that iterates over the elements of the array A, starting from the first element and ending at the last but one element. So we'll say for int I is equal to 0, that is the first element, and we'll go till last but one, that is I is less than a dot length minus 1, and then every time we'll say I plus plus. We are stopping at the second to last element because we compare each element with the next element, that is ith element with I plus 1th element, so we don't want to go out of the bounds of the array. Let us write our first comparison for the case when the array is not in ascending order. That is, we'll say if the current element, that is a of I, is more than the next element, that is a of I plus 1. This means that our array is not in ascending order, that is ascending is equal to false. Our next comparison will be for the case when the array is not in descending order, and for that we'll say that if the current element, that is a of I, is less than the next element, that is a of I plus 1, then the element is, or the elements are not in descending order. So is descending is equal to false. Now this code is sufficient to get the correct answer, but here there is scope for improvement. Now we'll check if both is ascending and if descending are false. Note, if both is ascending and if descending are false, then we know that the array is not sorted in either ascending or descending order, so we can break out of the loop early. This will save a lot of time as we won't be checking all the remaining elements once we know that the elements are not sorted. So what we'll do is, now we'll say if not is ascending and not is descending, that means that the array is neither sorted in ascending order nor it is in descending order. So we'll say break out of the loop. Our next step and also the last step is to return true if either is ascending or if descending is true, which means that the array is sorted in ascending or descending order. And for that, we'll go towards the end, and instead of writing an if statement, we'll use a Boolean expression. So I'll directly say return is ascending or is descending. And then I'll reformat the code. With this, our isSorted method is now complete. Next step is to verify whether the program is working or not. We have already designed our test cases. That is, if our program is working, we are expecting the output to be true, true, and false. Let's run the program and see what happens. So we'll say run. And here we are, our program is working and we are getting our expected output true, true, and false. And that's it. You can now find whether a given integer array is sorted or not in Java in an elegant and an efficient manner. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy coding. Your feedback is valuable to me. I want to make sure that my videos are clear and helpful. You can follow me on the internet on any one or all of these channels.